Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Litany of Catholic Martyrs for December 7th. As Catholics, we are assured of a constant thread of over 2,000 years of tradition and moral teaching. Within this thread are those who have sacrificed their lives through the shedding of their blood for the faith and Holy Mother Church. On this day, we remember these martyrs in whom, through their sacrifice, have aided in the growth and stability of the Holy Catholic Church. As the Catholic Catechism says in number 2473, martyrdom is the supreme sacrifice, it's a supreme witness given to the truth of the faith. It means bearing witness, even unto death. The martyr bears witness to Christ who died and rose, to whom he is united by charity. He bears witness to the truth and of the faith and of Catholic doctrine. He endures death through an act of fortitude. Quote, "Let me become the food of the beasts, through whom it will be given me to reach God." Close quote. I offer this story by Bishop Fulton Sheen. He explained that when the communists took over China, they imprisoned a priest in his own rectory near the church. After being locked up in his own house, the priest looked out the window and was horrified to see the communists enter the church. Once inside, they went into the sanctuary, broke open the tabernacle, and in a hateful act of desecration, threw down the ciborium, scattering the hosts across the floor. The priest knew exactly how many hosts had been in the ciborium: 32. When the communists left, they either didn't notice or didn't pay any attention to a small girl praying in the back of the church who saw everything. That night she returned and, slipping past the guard at the rectory, entered the church where she made a holy hour, perhaps of reparation for the desecration she witnessed of the Blessed Sacrament. After her holy hour, she went into the sanctuary and, kneeling down, she bent over and received Jesus in the Holy Communion with her tongue, since it was not permissible at the time for laymen to touch the sacred host with their hands. Each night, the girl returned to the church to make her holy hour and receive Jesus in Holy Communion on her tongue, just as she did the first night. On the 32nd night, after having consumed the last host, she accidentally made a noise that awoke the guard who was asleep at his post by the priest's residence. From his bedroom window, the priest could only watch in horror as the heart-rending scene unfolded before his very eyes. The girl tried to run away, but the guard caught up with her and beat her to death with the butt of his rifle. The following is a list of those the Church asks us to remember today. As always, please remember to pray for all those who had loved ones who were martyred on Easter Sunday in Sri Lanka. At Milan, the consecration of St. Ambrose, Bishop and Doctor of the Church, who ennobled the universal Church by his holiness and teaching. At Alexandria, the birthday of Blessed Agatho, soldier. In the persecution of Decius, In the persecution of Decius, as he was preventing some people from insulting the bodies of the martyrs. Good Lord. A sudden outcry was raised against him by all the populace, and being brought before the judge, and persisting in the confession of Christ, he was condemned to capital punishment as a reward for his humanity. At Antioch, the holy martyrs Polycarp and Theodore. At Turbernum in Africa, during the persecution of the Vandals under the Arian king Huneric, Saint Servus, martyr, who being for a very long time beaten with rods, lifted up on high with pulleys, and suddenly dropped on flint stones with his whole weight, and rubbed over with sharp stones, obtained the palm of martyrdom. At Tiano in Campania, St. Urban, bishop and confessor. At Santes in France, St. Martin, abbot, at whose tomb God works frequent miracles. And finally, in the Diocese of Meaux, Saint Vera Virgin. These are the men, women, and children that we honor today. Let us take a few moments today and stop from our rushing from one thing to the next and think about these martyrs. Perhaps take a few moments and look up one of the names and read about them. Thank you all for listening. God bless.